Welcome to the Elaunchers Going Social and Growing Your Practice Social Media Marketing Plan that leaves dentists all smiles. My name is Seth Green, and I'll be your host for today's webinar. So before I get into the content today, I'd like to tell you a little bit about us and why you should do business with us and why you should listen to me. I am the founder of Market Domination LLC. We are one of the fastest growing direct response marketing firms in the country. And our claim to fame is that our flagship service will double your patience in 12 months or give you your money back. Today we're talking about social media, and we have a wide range of expertise. We have done social media for everyone from the individual professional practice all the way up to 4 Fortune 500 companies. I am known as America's ultimate marketing magician. I am a #1 best-selling author on Amazon. I have been written about in 3 best-selling marketing books. I have 2 more books coming out myself in the next two months, and I was just named one of the top marketers of the year by Glaser Kennedy Insider Circle, the largest marketing organization of its kind in the country. I have been endorsed by Dan Kennedy, founder of GKIC and the highest paid direct response copywriter in the world. I have been endorsed by Dave D, Chief Marketing Officer for Glaser Kennedy Insider Circle. And most importantly to you, as you've seen, I've been endorsed by Dr. Burleson. So why dentists? Well, hopefully you know this, but I was surprised when we started doing work for other dentists. I did not realize that nearly 1 in 3 Americans don't see a dentist every year. And that includes 20% of those who actually have dental insurance. They have the insurance, it's covered, and they still don't go. I'm sure this frustrates you as well. There are millions of Americans are switching dentists every single year. Where are these folks? Where's the opportunity? It's online. They're looking. There are 13.6 million Google searches per month for dentist. If we add an S, there's 6.1 million searches for dentists, 301,000 for pediatric dentist, 246,000 for cosmetic dentist, and 1,100,000 for orthodontist. And those are per month. The market is huge, and they're looking for you. They're being social. Social media sites are being used for information, advice, and reviews on dentists and dental procedures. People love reviews. 50% of adults visit review sites at least once a month. Don't even think about traditional media anymore. You can forget about the phone book. My kids, who are 6, 4, and 11 months, haven't even seen one. Only 14% of patients find a dentist by looking in the yellow pages. So what do you need for the new media, for social media to work? Well, it takes time. You need someone who can create, post, and share social media content every day. You can't do it once a week. You can't do it a couple times a month. You can't do it when you feel like it. It has to be done every day. It takes effort. You have to come up with content which will actually attract interest and engage people. And it takes specialized knowledge. You have to know how to target the right people, how to structure contests and social media advertising to get the maximum payoff, and so much more. So what you need content, you need posting, you need to network online. Social media is basically a big networking event, a big cocktail party almost, if you will. So what that means is you can't show up for 5 minutes and walk in the door, grab an hors d'oeuvre, and leave. You have to make connections to all those people. When they start talking to you, you can't ignore them. You have to have someone or the ability to talk to each one of those people about your practice and what you do. You need to create and run social media advertising. You need to create a daily online and social media presence to increase interest and drive patients to your practice, which is ultimately what you want, to help more of the right people. Content on social media is king. If you were the guy or the girl who walked into the cocktail party networking event, walked up to 27 strangers, and before they could say 2 words, handed them your business card and said, "Let me take a look in your mouth," how fast would it take for someone to drag you outside and kick you out of the event? You can't do the same thing on social media. You'll get kicked out. People will not listen to you. You have to post dental content worth sharing that people actually talk about. So some ideas that you could use for that would be articles and blog posts, dental videos, interactive polls and questions. Before and after pictures are huge. Famous smiles. Hey, can you guess whose smile this is? Those work really well and get lots of people engaged in talking. Targeted promotional posts to the right people and promoting the website of your dental practice to generate more traffic there, assuming you've got a good one. The right ads on social media pay off because you can target your ideal demographic. Let's say you were specializing in working with women who had recently become divorced, who were, let's say, 40 to 50 years old, and they had gotten divorced in the last 6 months and were re-entering the dating market. And they wanted to get a smile makeover so that they felt more confident dating again because they'd been married for the last 20 years. You can target exactly those women on social media. It's a lot harder to do any other way. The beauty of social media is all of that information is available to us to get to you. So we create the ad and make sure it reaches the right people on a cost-effective basis. You have to tailor your Facebook ad to your message and your target audience, and then get it on the news feed of users who fit that demographic profile. Not off to the side where the normal ads go, because people aren't clicking on them as much. And if they're accessing their Facebook, let's say from their smartphone, which is where my wife does. I mean, she lives on Facebook on her iPhone. I don't know if she uses the desktop version of it at all. Those sidebar ads don't show on a smartphone. So you have to know how to get your advertising message in front of on their news feed so they see it on their smartphone. So this is what I mean. These on the right are sidebar ads. The top ad is a sidebar page post ad, which is advertising a post from your page. And the marketplace sidebar ad isn't advertising a page post, it's a direct ad as opposed to driving people to your Facebook page. Now, these ads can work if done properly. However, we're getting much better results with a page post ad. So this is something we do some advertising for some large folks that you may have heard of, like for example Jack Canfield and Steve Harrison. And this is an advertisement. This was a page post ad. So this was a paid advertisement, but it showed up in Jack's fans news feed, and 766,493 people saw that post. Now come on, how much would you have to spend in television advertising or direct mail or print advertising to get in front of 750,000 people? I promise you, you can get in front of that many people on Facebook dirt cheap by comparison. So Facebook has over 1 billion users, 250 million people log in every day, and they're on average on Facebook at least 30 minutes a day. That's time you can get in front of them. We offer a Facebook automated marketing system to get this all done for you, but we're not going to talk about that today. How we get Facebook fans into patients. We're going to give you some ideas on how you can do it. YouTube gets over 1 billion visits a month. It's the second largest search engine in the world after Google. And people are looking for information and reviews. They're not viewing stupid cat videos anymore. It's a business marketing engine. And YouTube is the biggest video sharing site in the world. There are 19 others that you need to know about, and we have a proprietary software program that will put, let's say, every video you create on 20 different video sharing sites, all linking back to your website, driving traffic, raising your search engine rankings. Twitter, 115 million active users every month, 135,000 new people sign up for Twitter every day. And it's great for geo-targeted marketing because you can do geo-targeted search on Twitter. You can say, hey, what are people tweeting about in Denver, Colorado that has the word Invisalign in it? And you can see everybody on Twitter who's talking about Invisalign. You think those are people who might be good prospects for your practice? Of course they are. LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn's the business networking site. It's the #1 networking site for business in the world, has 200 million users and growing. However, you're not going to get, we don't think, from our experience, this isn't where you're going to go to get new patients from your practice, although you might get some. Because it's a business networking site, it's a great source of referrals for your practice. because if you're an orthodontist, the dentist is on LinkedIn. If you're a dentist, the primary care physician is on LinkedIn. The pediatrician is on LinkedIn. The other people who see your patients before you do are on LinkedIn, so it's a great place to promote your practice and what you can do for those referral sources. Pinterest, if you haven't heard of it, is huge. There are 50 million users and growing constantly. 80% of them are affluent women. If you're looking for affluent women who might either be great patients for you or they've got kids who are great patients for you, Pinterest is where they're hanging out. Pinterest is generating 4 times as much revenue per click as Twitter and 27% more revenue per click than Facebook. Pinterest was the #1 driver of retail web traffic in 2012 across every network. It generated more retail web traffic than Facebook and Twitter combined. It's huge. You've got to be on Pinterest. Before and after pictures are huge on Pinterest. Google Plus. What is Google Plus all about? Google Plus is Google's social network. And the joke used to be a number of years ago, the only people on Google Plus worked at Google. But it's taken off. Why? Because Google wants it to. And Google gets 80% of the search traffic. So what Google did to make it take off is they indexed the Google Plus results in Google higher than almost anything else, which is why you need to be on Google Plus. So for example, these right here, part of Google Plus, a big part are Google reviews. That's basically your patients writing glowing testimonials of you on Google online and then Google indexing them. And the more good testimonials you have on Google Plus, the higher you rank. So for example, I did a search for dentists in Buffalo, and the first Google Plus listing was the UB School of Medicine. However, if you notice, no Google reviews. Western New York Dental Group has 1 Google review. Buffalo Dental Group has none. Now you'll notice there's an extra line under DeRose Dental. It says 6 Google reviews, 5 star, and the average is 4.9 out of 5 stars. Inspire Dental Group has 12 Google reviews with an average star ranking of 4.3. Who do you think is going to get the click in this case and get someone to their practice? The person that has no Google reviews whatsoever, or the one with all the stars under their name? If you guess the stars, you're absolutely right. Also up here in the corner, this is Google Maps. These are Google's attempts to get rid of the yellow pages. So you need to have a listing on Google Plus so that your practice shows up on Google Maps, so that when someone goes to click on one of these dots, you're one of those dots. And believe it or not, those dots get clicks. You wouldn't think so, but they do, because Google wants them to, and Google controls where your traffic goes. Ideas of promotions to run on Facebook. You could offer a free report. It could be Invisalign, it could be teeth whitening, it could be Zoom, it could be why you need a dental cleaning, it could be how to overcome the 7 biggest mistakes people make when picking a dentist, it could be the reasons why you shouldn't be afraid of the dentist or something like that. We could give you tons of ideas, but this is an example of something we would do. Discover the 9 most critical things you must do to profit from Facebook. Obviously, that's more relevant to us. How about this? How would you like to have a brand new smile 6 months from now? Enter your contact information below to get your $500 coupon and instructions. And of course, this is an ad for a dental practice doing 6-month smiles. This is our friend Brendan Rashard, who is famous in certain areas of the country in terms of what he does, helping other people become recognized experts in their area. And in this case, he's giving away a free video series. You sign up and it emails you a video every day teaching you some valuable free content that you can implement and use, but it gets you hungry for the paid version of what he does. This is a webinar. So in this case, you could advertise you're doing a webinar. So are you doing group presentations right now where you put 30 couples in a room and show them Zoom or 6-month smile? Well, what if you videoed that, did it online as a webinar, then people don't have to leave their house. They can watch it whenever they want, and it's less threatening to them, and you can get more people to sign up for that, and you don't have to buy anybody dinner. This is one of ours. This is a free Grow My Business with Doodle videos consultation, which is at getdoodlevideos.com. And you can learn how to double your sales with Doodle animated videos. So in this case, we're offering them a free consultation. What about a smile makeover consultation? This is a contest. In this case, we did this for a gym where it was an ultimate weight loss challenge, win $5,000. How much weight can you lose in our gym in 12 weeks? It's based on percentages of weight loss, not pounds, so anybody could win. So this worked really, really well, and we'll tell you some of the results we got running this contest on social media in a little bit. This is Heather Pierce, who has a quiz. What's your eating personality? Where you answer some questions, and then she sells you her recipe program based on what your eating personality would be. So start your brain spinning on ways you could use this for your practice. Contests absolutely work. 55% of users stay connected with brands that are having contests or requests for suggestions regarding their current or new products. People love to feel a part of something. That contest you just saw for the health club, for the weight loss contest for the gym, reached over 17,000 people for 7 straight days, and it doubled their average daily reach. So contests absolutely work. So what's next? Well, schedule your strategy session with Partiv Shah and make sure you tell his scheduling assistant that you want me, Seth Green, on that call to discuss best practices and how you can get our social media smile package. I know I've given you a ton of information and you're drinking from a fire hose, and I've poured all of this stuff at you. Hopefully we've inspired you to start doing some of this yourself or improving some of the stuff you're doing already. And obviously, if you want to talk to us about how you can get this all done for you, the same way we do it for folks like Dr. Dustin Burleson, then again, schedule your strategy session with Partiv. Make sure you want me on the call, and we will talk directly one-on-one with you about how you can get all of this done for you, and all you have to do is handle all the new patients coming into you every month. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you on your strategy session.